everybody. For those of you who've watched my videos before, you will notice I am in a different location. I'm in still in my bedroom. I'm rearranging everything. Well, not everything. It's kind of like a step-by-step kind of thing. So, for those who are wondering, if you're wondering, my supernatural wall is over by my bed now. And where I was sitting, I just got a TV. So the only place I could fit it was where I was sitting. So there. Now we'll just get to the video. I just wanted to, give you guys a small update. Today I'm doing my slightly late July TBR. Wrap up. I don't do TBRs because I'm a mood reader. It wouldn't make any sense. I can do it to an extent, but then I was like, yeah. Anyway, let me rephrase that. My July wrap up. There, got it right that time. Oh, and I'll also be doing a mini haul at the end of the video. I read 5 books this month, which is average for me, because I can fluctuate for anywhere from 2 books to... I had one month where I read 14, so, as long as I get 5, I'm happy. But as I ramble, first book I read in July was The Problem with Forever by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and I gave it 4 stars. It was really good. Had some new adult tropes, but anyway, and there's one thing that happened, and I'm not going to give spoilers for those of you who haven't read it and want to read it. But something in it, there's something that happened in it that didn't need to happen. That's all I'm going to say. But I really enjoyed the book overall. The main characters are Mallory and Ryder, but he calls her Mouse. There's a reason for that. Anyway. But it's like, I'll just get a quick summary for those of you who haven't heard or, read the summary. It's about these, a girl and a guy who were, raised in, a foster home together when they were kids. And then, when the story starts, it's been, 4 years since they've seen each other. Because, I guess he went to another home and she got adopted. Anyway, and then she's been homeschooled, I guess, for the last 4 years, and she decides she wants to go to public school for her senior year. Nah, I would have stayed with homeschool, but, but that's just me. I'm not her, so, obviously. So they, reunite they happen to be going to the same high school. How did that happen? And the whole story is them becoming, catching up and, falling into their friendship again, and then eventually, they get together. And I say eventually because it didn't happen until way late in the book. But anyway. I enjoyed it overall, most of it, majority of it. I enjoyed some of it. Yeah. Anyway, I'll ramble on. That should be my new name. Number 2, the second book I read was If I Was Your Girl. Oh, sorry. Not sorry. It's a Janet lyric. Janet Jackson. Anyway. Miss Jackson, I feel nasty. I love Janet. Anyway. By Meredith Russo. I think a few of you have heard of this book. It's been, around BookTube. I gave it 3.5 stars, and I will tell you why. Briefly, it's about a transgender teenager named Amanda. Haha, same name as me. Who, said, I'm sorry, but why in the world would you go to public high school? What? No. I have no problem with her being transgender. That's not my problem at all. It's just, I think she should have waited to transition till after high school. That would be my thing, because high school's hard enough. She should have waited until after she graduated. I mean, she was so close to it anyway. But the one thing that bugged me the most about this, and why I only give it 3.5 stars, like, okay, how much of an emphasis they put how, oh, you know, since I'm a girl, I can't like sports, or I don't understand sports, or I can't love sports because I'm a girl. That is a freaking stereotype, okay? I don't like that. If the author should have worded it that Manny just wasn't into sports. There's some guys who aren't into sports, and there's some girls who are, like moi. To stereotype and say that like all girls aren't, basically the way it was like implied that like, well, girls aren't into sports, so you know. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to my third book of the month, and it was Orphaned Queen by Jody Meadows. I gave this 4 stars, 3.5, 4 stars. I enjoyed most of it because, you know, it's about whole, like, you know, trying to get back a kingdom, and you know, and the, you know, lost, well, she's not lost, but like to reclaim your kingdom kind of thing. And she meets this Wilhelmina, but she's called Will for short. She meets this, there's this guy, kind of, I don't know if you call him a vigilante or whatever, but kind of like, he's called the Black Knife, and he helps catch these. They don't call, you know, they don't call them pickpockets. They call them flashers or something like that. Oh God, my brain is totally freezing on everything. But it's book 1 in a duology, and I enjoyed it for the most part. I mean, kind of like you're like when you're, well, at least when I was reading it, I was like, where's this gonna go? You kind of can guess where it goes, but then sometimes you can't. You know, it's kind of like, I like where I'm so bad at being able. I can predict you know, like plot twists so easy, and it kind of takes the fun out of books sometimes. But yeah, like I said, I give this I'll say 4 stars. I'll be nice to it. Nice to the book. The 4th book I read was Crystal Kingdom by Amanda Hawking, which I gave 3.5 stars. It's the 3rd book in her Canaan Chronicles trilogy, which is a spin-off of her Trill trilogy. I really like this book. It's about this girl named Brian, who's there's different kinds of trolls. She's like half Canaan and half soldier, I think. Sojar, however you pronounce that. And she's she's like a guard. She's kind of like what yeah, basically it's a guard. I'm blanking on the official name right now. These are all books that are like library books, so I don't own any of them. So I can't just like reach and go, hey, look it up. I enjoyed it much more than Trill Trilogy, because the Trill Trilogy just, no, not for me. But Ridley's her love interest, or the guy she's interested in, I should say. And lots of stuff goes down in this trilogy. So if you want something, you know, fun to read for the summer, I say pick it up. Why not, you know? Anyway, I'm really bad at summarizing books. That's why I like rather read the back book. Go, yeah, that says, or look it up online or something. Last book I read for the month is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. I think that's how you say it. I gave this 2.5 effing stars. Where to start? I did not enjoy this book. I wanted to enjoy this book. It's like, oh, it's a mystery. I haven't read any of those since I was a kid. Yay! They're descendants of Sherlock Holmes and John Watson. It's like, I was like, this should be good. They were more like telling more than showing, and I know that term gets thrown around a lot. But it's like, it's about Jamie Watts. The two main characters are Jamie Watson and Charlotte Holmes, who are descendants, like 4 times removed from Sherlock and Watson, the original crime-fighting duo, as you would like to call them, or I like to call them anyway. It was just like they met, and then all of a sudden, like Jamie's like, oh, she's my best friend in the whole world. I'm like, you've known her a week. It was like instant friendship. I'm like, but she was kind of like had a bad attitude for a lot of it, and then over halfway through, all of a sudden, like, you knew she was like kind of like liked him, but she wouldn't say anything. And there was this mystery, the guilty party. I didn't really suspect them, so that part was good. But and they said over and over again about Sherlock and Watson, over and over again. Okay, we get it. They're descendants. We get it. Anyway, it was an okay book. It was annoying. I wouldn't read it again, but y'all may like it. So, I would never tell you, don't read that book. It's not up to me to, same thing. Oh, and now, time for my baby haul. My second baby haul of the year. I ordered, there was a book that came out. I'm just gonna, I have a small story about this. I wanted to buy Torn by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is a sequel to her book Wicked. Went to Barnes & Noble. I've been waiting for a year for this book to come out, by the way. And they didn't have it on the shelves. I go to customer service and go, like, why don't you have, or where's Torn by Jennifer L. Armentrout? It just came out a week ago. At the time I went to the store. And I saw a copy of The Problem with Forever at the store. So this makes no sense. She's like, oh, we don't carry her books in store. I feel like I should put on an eye twitch. I was like, but you have one of her other... Why would you have one of her titles and not her other ones? Anyway, so I got home and I had to order... I was planning to buy Wicked and Torn, because I read Wicked last year, but I didn't own it yet. So I was like, oh, I'll just buy Wicked and Torn, because that makes sense to buy the second one and not buy the first one. And so I ordered it, and I got it in the mail like 2 days ago. Anyway, sorry for that little baby rant. Here is Wicked. Here's the front, side, and the back. Look at that. Look at it. It's one of those books where you can only open it like this far because you don't want to break I don't want to break the spine anyway. But it's one of those really hard to open books. here's Torn. I know, looks like an E, but that's supposed to be an O. See, there's Torn. Right there. Anyway, these are not mermaid books. I know they look like mermaid books. They're not. They're fae book. Well, they're human and fae book. See this one. See, like you have. Look at that. I mean. Anyway, let me hold them side by side for y'all. See, look at. I hope these are both in shot, because otherwise I look really silly. Right there. And look at how much thicker Wicked is and Torn. Look at that. I'm already like 5 chapters into Torn already. Loving it so far. Not a big fan of the female lead. I hope she'll get better. You know, this is the first 2 books in the Wicked trilogy. The last one comes out next year. I'm enjoying the book a lot. I just hope that the main character. I just hope that Ivy, the main female, she gets better, like later in this book or in the 3rd book. And then her love interest is Ren. And the best character in the book, hands down, is Tink. This little brownie that lives with her. I love him. Love him. So that was my really small book haul. One more thing before I sign off. I was gonna do like the quickest bookshelf tour ever, because I literally have 2 shelves that are full. Well, actually 2.5 shelves that are full. 1.5. No, make that 1.5. I was being ambitious. I was being hopeful or overly hopeful on that one. But I'm in the middle of rearranging my room, so it's not fit to be shown on camera yet. But soon, if you guys want to see that. Peace, love, and happiness. Until next time, peace.